Pirates are serious troublemakers, known for committing some nasty crimes, even in the modern day. From taking ships hostage to stealing cargo and even messing with Navy battleships, these pirates just don't know when to stop. But sometimes these pirates end up messing with the wrong ship and paying the price for it. Then it is just explosions and machine guns raining down on the would-be pirates of the high seas. Today, we are going to look at incidents where pirates messed with the wrong ships. Without further ado, let's get to it. Number 1. Chinese soldiers. Defeat pirates. This pirate ship was in pursuit of a commercial ship, but the Chinese soldiers got in between their evil plans. The soldiers rained down fire on the pirate ship, but they were in no mood to get caught. They pushed hard on the gas and can be seen speeding on the small boat, zigzagging their way away from the Chinese soldiers. Look at that crazy speed. They were cruising smoothly on the waters, trying their best to flee. But the armed men were not going to let them get away that easy. They chased after the sneaky pirates and kept firing in the direction of their ship. Eventually, the pirates knew it was best to surrender. Suddenly, they stopped in the middle of the ocean, threw their weapons, and pushed their hands up in the air. The Chinese soldiers stopped the gunfire and arrested the pirates immediately. If they hadn't stopped, we all know how badly it would have ended for the pirates. Number 2. Heavy gunfire and Somali pirates. You'd think that a pirate ship getting attacked by a Gatling gun would turn the other side. Not in this case. This pirate ship was already being trailed by a helicopter. Instead of running away, it decided to attack the warship with armed soldiers aboard. Cruising straight in the direction of the warship, these pirates seemed to have no fear. As soon as the sneaky pirates got near, the soldiers took out the big weapons. With a Gatling gun aimed straight at their ship, the soldiers let the gun roll. The pirates still did not turn back and retaliated by firing back at the soldiers. But it did not go as well as they had intended. They ran scurrying away, and the Gatling gun did not stop firing until they were well out of sight. Number 3. India saving ships. In this pirate attack, India's Navy came to the rescue, this time freeing an Iranian fishing vessel that Somali pirates in the Indian Ocean had hijacked. It was the second successful rescue in as many days amid a surge in pirate activity in the region. The warship INS Sumitra played a crucial role in ensuring the safe release of 19 Pakistani crew members and the crew of the Iranian-flagged Al-Naimi fishing vessel. Photos from the incident showed 11 Somali pirates armed with AK-47 rifles aboard the vessel. Commandos from India and Seychelles conducted swift and effective operations to free 2 other hijacked fishing vessels, the Iman and Lorenzo Putha IV, in separate incidents. Number 4. UK's Royal Navy versus Somali pirates. In a bold move led by the Royal Navy as part of a NATO counter-piracy mission in the Indian Ocean, 13 Somali pirates were nabbed aboard a suspicious dhow in the busy shipping lanes off the Somali coast.
It was only last Thursday that I spoke to Captain Jerry Northwood on the RFA Fort Victoria, but even more has happened since then with the capture of another suspected pirate.
The operation involved the RFA Fort Victoria and USS Carney, with backup from a Royal Navy Lynx Mark, 8 helicopter manned by Royal Marine Maritime snipers. At dawn on Friday, Royal Marines in speedboats boarded the dhow after the suspects ignored warnings to halt. The pirates surrendered peacefully and were found with a stash of weapons. Defense Secretary Philip Hammond hailed the operation, underscoring Britain's commitment to securing international sea lanes crucial to global trade. This operation clearly conveyed that attacks on international shipping would not be tolerated. Number 5. Russian Navy combating pirates. On May 5, 2010, Somali pirates pulled off a heist on the MV Moscow University, a Liberian-flagged oil tanker packed with $52 million worth of crude oil, operated by a Russian outfit in the Gulf of Aden. The crew of 23 Russians got wise and locked themselves in the ship's safe room. In answer to the distress signal, the Russian Navy destroyer Marshal Shaposhnikov sped on over. They arrived the next day and got the party started with some warning shots and shut the pirates' skiff down. Russian special forces then got on the tanker, popped off with the pirates in a quick and intense shootout, and won. The crew got saved, and 10 pirates went to the slammer. This kick-ass mission was a big win against pirates and showed how powerful the Russian Navy was in such a tricky situation. Like really, the pirates had no chance. Number 6. The pirate ship explosion. This pirate ship is about to receive an attack that they are going to regret for the rest of their lives.
That is not the little one. That is the big one.
A pirate ship was roaming around the ocean, hoping for a good steal. But what they didn't realize was that a warship had spotted them on their little cruise.
Captain! Captain, recommend.
You can already tell it is not going to end well for the Somali pirates when the soldiers decide to light them up with tracer rounds. While the pirates probably thought that they were getting away for good, the soldiers were simply waiting for the right moment to light the boat on fire.
No, I mean, stay inside the bridge.
Yeah, right.
Stay.
Soon, the moment came, and the soldiers fired a few shots directly at the small pirate ship. A couple of the shots connected with the boat, and it blew up with a large explosion. Within seconds, the boat lit up on fire, and a massive cloud of smoke filled up in the air. It is unclear whether the pirates got out alive, but the huge fire spreading out on the boat did not give any good news. Number 7. Somali pirates versus Navy warship. On November 11, 2008, the British Royal Navy took down 12 Somali pirates in a major showdown off the coast of Somalia. It all kicked off when the Danish cargo ship MV Powerful sent out a distress signal under attack by armed pirates speeding in skiffs. The British frigate HMS Cumberland was on patrol in the area as part of a NATO-led anti-piracy mission and wasted no time in responding. They launched their Lynx helicopter, which spotted 2 pirate skiffs and a hijacked fishing vessel serving as a mothership. After some warning shots from the Royal Marines were answered with gunfire from the pirates, a team of Royal Marine commandos boarded the pirate vessel using inflatable boats. A short but intense firefight followed, leading to the capture of 10 pirates. The captured pirates, 3 of whom were injured, were disarmed and taken aboard HMS Cumberland. They were then handed over to Kenyan authorities for prosecution. Number 8. Pirates missed their shot on German Navy supply. Pirates who attacked a ship off the coast of Somalia got more than they bargained for when it turned out to be a naval vessel, part of an international force against piracy.
The pirates are using one skiff with 7 POB on board.
The pirates apparently mistook the FGS Spessart for a commercial merchant ship when they targeted it in the Gulf of Aden, between Somalia and Yemen. The German supply ship chased the pirate boat, backed up by 2 other ships, a frigate, a helicopter, and a plane. A boarding team found several weapons and moved 7 suspects onto another German frigate. Number 9. Pirates splashed with water. This one will send you rolling on the floor laughing. This massive pirate ship coming your way is enough to send the crew running for their lives. But not this crew. No, this ship was ready to fight against the pirates, even if it was through a jet of high-pressured water. The crew set their water guns in motion and aimed directly at the small group of pirates. They immediately got distracted and scurried away in panic. Then, the pirate ship set its sails straight and tried to ram into the cargo ship, to make it easier for them to board and invade the ship. But that went horribly wrong for them. As soon as the pirates tried to gather themselves to board the cargo ship, their own ship sailed backwards in the ocean. What a laughing show. The crew of the cargo ship did not stop, though. They loaded their water guns and started firing at the pirates again. The crew managed to steer the pirates away from their ship, but it is unclear whether they came out victorious from the battle. Number 10. Pirate attack. Stopped by a single man. This clip shows the nerves of steel on this security guard. A small pirate ship can be seen making its way to this private boat. When the security personnel saw the unwanted guests creeping in closer, he took out his gun and aimed at the pirates. He then unloaded his machine gun onto the pirates. The sneaky pirates tried to steer away from the shots and managed to come right next to the private ship. The security guard did not get scared. He took a closer aim at the pirates and started firing heavily on them. The pirates feared for their lives and scrambled to get away from the terrorizing gunfire. The pirate ship did escape, but not without the sound of the machine gun trailing behind them. The security guard managed to foil the attack of the Somali pirates, who will think twice before attacking a private ship now. Everyone should contact this security guard for their protection. Number 11. Combined Task Force and Somali Pirates. On November 28, 2011, the Royal Navy's Royal Fleet Auxiliary ship Fort Victoria, part of NATO's Combined Task Force, swooped in and saved a Spanish fishing boat from a pirate attack about 420 nautical miles from the Seychelles. The Fort Victoria's Lynx helicopter chased down and stopped a suspicious skiff with warning shots fired by a sniper, which led to the capture of some suspected pirates. And just like that, the pirates were apprehended and ships were saved from their terror. Number 12. Pirate ship. Gets blown into pieces. This pirate ship never saw what was coming for them. A group of pirates were crammed into a boat, trying to find an easy ship to steal from. But their plans were forced to come to a halt, thanks to these soldiers. The warship fired only a few shots at the pirate ship, and it was enough to light the boat up into a massive explosion. The boat blew up into rubble, sending a huge cloud of smoke that went straight up in the air. Those pirates had no place to escape. Number 13. The incident of March 2006. Back in March 18, 2006, 2 U.S. military ships got hit by pirates, kicking off what we now call the action of 18 March 2006. Somali pirate gangs, run by local warlords since there ain't no government navy along the coast, started going after all kinds of ships for ransom. UN aid ships, even a freaking cruise ship. So, a big coalition task force with 150 ships from the US and other countries got together to chase down these pirate ships and stop more attacks. On that day, the USS Gonzales spotted a shady ship, a big diesel-powered skiff pulling 2 smaller gas-powered attack skiffs just 25 nautical miles off the Somali coast. The USS Cape St. George was 40 miles away, so USS Gonzales kept an eye on these guys until sunrise. At the crack of dawn, each American ship launched 2 inflatable boats with super-trained teams ready to roll. The pirates started shooting at the approaching boats up close, and that's when the American teams shot right back. The pirates got the hint and bolted, and the whole operation stopped that attack cold. Number 14. Canadians stop pirate attack. Imagine being trailed by an armed helicopter and a massive warship. That's the case of these poor pirates who had nowhere to run. These pirates had attacked a Norwegian tanker, having no clue they were leaving a trace behind. The Canadian warship was in the vicinity when the incident happened. So they got their weapons ready and went with guns blazing towards the pesky pirates. They were chasing the sneaky pirates for 7 hours when a British warship scared it away from the Norwegian tanker. But when they fled the scene, an armed Canadian helicopter got a hint of their location. It trailed around the pirate ship, sending heavy gunfire straight in their direction. The pirates could not move with the bullets raining down on them. Eventually, they threw their weapons and surrendered to the soldiers. Number 15. The pirate who got caught while climbing. This pirate thought he was being smart, but he had no clue what was coming for him. He hopped on the rope on the side of the boat and started his journey aboard the ship. But halfway into his climb, a guard on the ship caught onto his feeble attempt to invade the ship. The funny thing is that he just stood there watching the pirate trying to climb upwards. As soon as the pirate saw the guard staring at him, he took one look and knew it was game over for him. But here is where it gets interesting. Instead of jumping down into the water, he decides to give up. He climbs up a little more and boards the ship to surrender into the hands of the guard. Number 16. French Navy versus Somali pirates. Back on April 10, 2008, the French Navy pulled off a dangerous rescue mission to save hostages from the fancy yacht Le Ponant, which Somali pirates had grabbed in the Gulf of Aden. Here's how it went down. On April 4, 2008, these Somali pirates, armed to the teeth and zooming around in fast skiffs, seized the 88-meter yacht. The yacht was cruising from the Seychelles to the Mediterranean when it all went to hell. They snatched up 30 crew members, including 22 French folks, and started steering the yacht towards Somalia. The French government, led by President Nicolas Sarkozy, didn't waste time. They got the French frigate Jean Bart, part of a big naval task force fighting piracy, to tail the hijacked yacht and gather intel. At the same time, elite French commandos from the GIGN and Commando Hubert were on high alert, ready to fight. For days, the French negotiated with the pirates, hoping to get the hostages out safely. Meanwhile, the commandos cooked up a killer rescue plan, making sure it was safe for the hostages and tough for the pirates. Finally, on April 10, it all blew up. The pirates brought Le Ponant near Garakad in Somalia and started letting the hostages off. The French commandos saw their chance and pounced. Choppers flew the commandos in, and they took down the pirates fast. The whole operation was smooth and quick. They grabbed 6 pirates and got all 30 hostages out safely. Amazingly, nobody got hurt, not the hostages, not the French heroes. After the dust settled, they flew the pirates back to France to face justice under French law, showing France was serious about justice. Number 17. South Korean Navy against Somali pirates. Back in 2011, Somali pirates hijacked the MV Samho Jewelry, a South Korean chemical tanker cruising towards Sri Lanka in the dangerous Indian Ocean. These pirates, armed to the teeth with guns and grappling hooks, swooped in and took control of the ship and its 21 crew members. They demanded a fat ransom, turning it into a tense hostage crisis. The South Korean government, known for being harsh on pirates, jumped into action. They sent their navy in, rolling out the destroyer Choi Young to deal with these criminals and get the hostages back safe. Choi Young was packed with elite special forces ready to fight. As Choi Young rolled up, the pirates knew it was about to go down. They barricaded themselves on the ship with the crew as human shields. But the South Korean special forces weren't playing around. They launched a ballsy attack on the hijacked ship in a bold, well-planned move under the cover of night. They stormed in, guns blazing, and took those pirates out in a fierce firefight. In the end, all 21 crew members were freed without a scratch. The whole operation was a massive win, showing off the guts and skill of the South Korean Navy's special forces. Number 18. Italians catch the pirates in act. These pirates were busy planning their attacks, but what they did not know was that they had a stalker who was going to obliterate them. The pirates were successful in stealing a small cargo ship. The Italian warship was keeping a close eye on their every movement. When they noticed the skiffs missing at the pirates' hideout, they sprang into action. The cargo ship was unlucky to get caught in all of the mess, but they had sent a distress signal for help. The French warship got the signal and called for backup. The Italian warship went trailing behind the skiffs and the huge pirate ship. Together, both the French and the Italians brought down the pirates. A helicopter was sent to fire warning shots at the pirates. Seeing the huge gunfire raining down on them, they knew it was best to surrender. They threw their weapons and pulled their hands into the air. The soldier darted towards the pirates to get a hold of them and immediately arrest them. The crew was freed from the cruel grasp of the pirates, and the suspects were thrown in the temporary jail. Number 19. Operation Dawn 8. On January 20, 2011, Operation Dawn 8, Gulf of Aden went down, a naval move by the Royal Malaysian Navy to wrangle pirates in the Indian Ocean. After the MV Bungalore got hijacked, the Malaysian shipborne protection team flew out an attack helicopter and rolled 14 Pascal naval counterterrorism personnel in 2 big inflatable boats to fetch back the ship and its crew. After shadowing the tanker for a night, the Malaysian squad snatched the ship back on January 20, 2011, throwing down against 18 pirates. They busted out all 23 of the ship's crew. Mission successful. Number 20. Maersk Alabama. This Somali attack was so memorable, they made a movie on it. The 508-foot Maersk Alabama was traveling from Salalah, Oman, to Mombasa, Kenya, with 21 Americans aboard. On April 7, the ship had a close encounter with pirate boats, but they turned back. The next day, 4 armed pirates in a speedboat managed to board the ship, marking a significant event as it was the first pirate boarding of a US-flagged ship in 200 years. The quick-thinking crew disabled the ship and retreated to the steering room. However, Phillips and a few others were captured on the bridge. During an ambush, a hostage exchange occurred, but Phillips ended up in the lifeboat with the pirates, who demanded a $2 million ransom. On April 9, the USS Bainbridge arrived, followed by other US vessels. The Alabama continued its voyage to Kenya under naval guard. Phillips made a daring escape attempt on April 10, but was unfortunately recaptured. Navy SEAL Team 6 arrived on April 11, and the lifeboat, now tethered to the Bainbridge, was brought within range of snipers. On April 12, after 1 pirate surrendered, the remaining 3 were neutralized by the snipers when they threatened Phillips, who was then rescued unharmed. While Captain Phillips was celebrated as a hero, some crew members felt he had ignored warnings, putting them in danger. In 2009, they filed a lawsuit against the ship's owner, Maersk Line, which was eventually settled. Well, that's a wrap on our wild ride through modern piracy. Remember, real-life pirates ain't like the movies. They're serious business, so stay safe out there and keep your wits about you on the high seas. Thanks for joining us on this adventure, and until next time, smooth sailing.